Hello, we are working on lesson 2-3 today. It is going to include a few word problems and then some practice on just simple two-step equations to solve. So, the first one I wanted you to start with was a word problem. It says Ricardo spent half of his allowance on school supplies. Then he bought a snack for $5.25. When he arrived home, he had $22.50 left. Write and solve an equation to find the amount of his allowance, A. So we're going to use A as the letter, the variable, to describe how much his allowance was to begin with. Okay? So once you have your variable, you want to kind of work back through the story problem and kind of try to just go in the order that it's presented. It says Ricardo spent half his allowance on school supplies. So if he took this many dollars and then half of that went towards his allowance, we could say 1/2 times the amount. Okay, so if he started with $40, 1/2 times 40 is $20. He must have spent $20 on his allowance, on school supplies. Okay, and that's just an example, but it sometimes helps to use numbers rather than variables. Okay, after that it says, then he bought a snack for $5.25. So buying a snack is going to take away more of his money. So he's going to have the amount that's left over after the school supplies minus $5.25 more cents. And then it says, when he arrived home, he had $22.50 left. So $22.50 is the amount he has after he buys the school supplies and buys a snack. Okay? So this is our equation that we're working from. Now, we are using similar principles to what we did on the previous section where we did one-step equations. So I want to find my variable, and then I have two different things I need to remove. Okay, so I start with my dotted line, drew the equal sign, I circle my variable. I need to do something with this 1/2, and I need to do something with this negative or minus $5.25. We spent some time on order of operations, PEMDAS, but when we're solving an equation, when we have an equal sign, we are going to work through the steps backwards. Okay? So here's what we have going on here. We have multiplication between the 1/2 and the A, and then we have some subtraction. So if I want to undo subtraction, I would add. If I want to undo multiplication, I would divide. Okay? So the two steps I'm going to use are division and addition. And working backwards, I'm going to do the addition part first. So I'm going to add $5.25 to both sides of my equation. Negative 525, positive 525 makes 0. And so I have 1/2 A that comes down on the left side. On the right side, I'm going to add these up, and I'm going to end up with $27.75. Okay, so we said we were going to add, and then we said we were going to divide, because this is like multiplication. But we remember, on the one-step stuff, we learned if I have multiplication happening, If I am dividing by 1/2, all I'm really going to do is multiply by the reciprocal, multiply by 2/1. So I need to take $27.75 and double that amount. And you should get $55.50. So that is his original amount. His allowance was $55.50. Okay, All right, so if that went too fast for you, you can always stop, rewind, back it up, okay? We're going to move on and look at a new example here. We have 3t plus 7 equals negative 8. I want to put in my dots. I want to circle my variable. Okay, so I need to do some division with the 3. I need to do some subtraction with the 7. If I have PEMDAS here, I'm going to need to do division, we said, and subtraction. And we go this direction, so subtract first. So subtract 7 from both sides. Okay, subtract 7 from 7, we get 0. So I have 3t equals, and then negative 8 minus 7, it's negative number, it gets more negative. We're going to have negative 15. So make sure you are careful with your signs and when you're adding negatives and that sort of thing. Okay, so we said we needed to subtract. We did that. Now we need to divide. So divide by 3 to get t alone. 1t equals negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5. What if I have a fraction to start? Y over 5 minus 6 equals 8. Okay, come back to this. PEMDAS. I need to add to undo that subtraction. And I need to, this is like y divided by 5, so I need to multiply to get rid of that. So working it backwards is add first. So let's say plus 6. I'm going to get, hey guys, I missed a bunch of stuff. I forgot to put my dots. I forgot to circle my variable. Add 6, I get 14. That's 0. I have y over 5. Okay, so then we said we were going to multiply. So multiply, let's do a different color. Multiply by 5 over 1. This is going to turn into y equals, and then 4 times 5 is 70. Okay, so always start with your dotted line. Start by finding the correct variable, and then remember to do PEMDAS but back.